Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today, and this week sees the release of the mystery drama Serenity hitting store shelves, along with the crime drama Dragged Across Concrete, the action drama Miss Bala, as well as Scream Factory is releasing a Blu-ray of the 1988 horror film The Brain, plus much more. So let's go in, see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. Alright everybody, we are in at Walmart here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Dragged Across Concrete for $17.96. They also have the DVD over here for $14.96. And I got a chance to watch this one on Amazon Prime. I was really curious about it because I really like the trailer a lot. And I know the director's done some really interesting work, so I was looking forward to it. The cast was really interesting. Vince Vaughn, Mel Gibson, Laurie Holden, Don Johnson. I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a chance. I really did enjoy the movie quite a bit, guys. I thought it was really well done, really tense. I thought Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn did an awesome job, man. They really killed it in these roles of like two cops who are partners who... they're not exactly crooked, but they don't do things exactly the right way either. And there's basically a video out there that is surfacing of them basically mistreating somebody, and they get suspended, and now they suddenly have to do things to sort of make money and go into the criminal underground. And it's a really interesting movie. The movie does kind of drag a little bit, though. It is slow, and it is a very long movie. I will admit that, guys. There's parts where it's a little bit slower. Like I said, time kind of dragged out, but I do have to admit, though, the performances here are absolutely amazing, and it's definitely a brutal movie. It's uncompromising. It definitely shows the dirty side of kind of this sort of drug and crime war, and how these cops can be dirty. And it's a very interesting and fascinating movie just for the performances alone. But I really did actually enjoy this one quite a bit, guys. I thought Mel and Vince did an awesome job, man. I really definitely did. It's one that you guys should definitely check out. Again, a very long movie, one that I think, you know, you're gonna have to take at least over 2.5 hours to definitely spare to watch it, but for the most part it's really interesting, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. Definitely give it a look if you haven't, guys. Dragged Across Concrete. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray digital of Miss Bala for $19.96, the DVD digital for $17.96 right here, and I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime as well. And to be fair, I watched the trailers before the movie came out in theaters, and I wasn't really that impressed, so I'm like, I'm just gonna wait on this one. I ended up watching it, and basically it's about this chick that goes to Tijuana, Mexico to see her friend perform in this pageant, and she gets caught up in this sort of drug cartel war with the CIA and the DEA and everything, and she's trying to survive. And I don't know if it's really all that great of a movie, guys. I mean, it's okay. It's got its tense moments. It's got some thrilling moments to it. The action and the cartel stuff isn't terrible, but I've seen better ones that are like this. This is not exactly the most exciting movie I've ever seen about sort of the drug or cartel war ever. It's okay. I think it's okay on like sort of a B or C level when you get down to those kind of drug war or cartel movies, but it's nothing really exciting or interesting. You've seen all this stuff before. There's nothing really new here that it brings to the table. I would probably say if you're not into these type of movies, definitely skip it, or definitely find better ones that are definitely more intriguing and more interesting than Miss Bala. Again, the action is a little so-so. It's got some decent stuff in there from time to time, but again, I've seen better ones like this with drug war cartel stuff. This, not so much, guys. I would probably say skip it, honestly. Not the greatest. Then the next thing over here, guys, I am seeing is they have Serenity, the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital for $19.96, and the DVD here for $17.96. I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime as well. I kind of wanted to see this in theaters, but I didn't get a chance to. It's supposed to be a very straightforward story. This guy who is kind of lost in his life, kind of down in the dumps, can't really find any luck in his life. His ex-wife comes back and says, "Hey, my new husband, he's brutal to me and our kid, and I want you to kill him," and, you know, sort of the complications from that, right? But it gets really fucking weird, guys. Serenity gets really odd and really weird and just goes completely off the rails, man. I heard people tell me that the third act is fucking nuts and very bizarre, and I didn't really want to believe them, but truth be told, guys, it's exactly that. Like, it's a very straightforward story, nothing crazy or interesting until you get towards the end, and that's when things really just go bizarre and all over the place. And yeah, it's an interesting thriller to watch. It's kind of a mind fuck towards the end. It takes a complete left turn. It's not a terrible movie. It's a very straightforward thriller up until sort of the last 45-ish minutes, and then it kind of really just goes completely crazy. But for the most part, guys, it's worth it just for Matthew McConaughey alone. I'm a fan of Matthew McConaughey. Outside of that, oh my god, man, the weirdness of the end completely did not mix with the rest of the movie. So it's a curiosity at best, but it might be a skip. There's better Matthew McConaughey movies out there, guys, but just for the last 45 minutes alone, it might be worth it to at least check out, because you're gonna leave the movie being like, what the fuck did I just watch? Like, it gets that bizarre, guys. Honestly, it really does. Curiosity, though. Then the next thing over here, I am seeing they have The Hole in the Ground, the DVD for $12.96 right here. I like the cover art, not bad. What is this one about? Suspense, horror, and the supernatural meet. Was there? Is there in here? Okay, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that plot. I kind of like that he comes back and he's not the same, and they have to figure out what's wrong with him and everything. I kind of like that. I like these type of movies where the little kid is evil and everybody tries to, like, think he's not evil, and then he's trying to kill people. That's kind of cool. It's a cool premise. I've seen these type of movies before, so it's nothing really new to me, guys. But it kind of looks interesting, though. It kind of does. It could honestly be one of those cheap ones, though, to be honest with you. It could be one of those really cheap, like, straight-to-DVD horror movies, though. We've seen a lot of those at Walmart. It could be interesting, though. I don't really know much about this. If you guys know anything about The Hole in the Ground, let me know. It kind of does intrigue me. The whole title, The Hole in the Ground, the kids changed. Could be kind of cool. Definitely let me know what you think of The Hole in the Ground, guys. Then over here I am seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Arctic for $17.96 right here, guys. Ooh, I saw this on Amazon Prime, and I went in with really no expectations. I really didn't know anything about this movie except for the fact that his plane went down and he's got to survive in the harsh elements in the environment. And wow, I was really impressed by Arctic, guys. I thought it was really, really well done. Mads Mikkelsen does a great fucking job in here. I love the survival aspect of it. I love how he has to, use his brain and be smart about how he's using certain things, like his body temperature and fire and his resources. I thought it was really tremendous. There's not even much dialogue in here as well. There's very minimal dialogue as well. It's just him surviving in the elements. And it's really, really well done, guys. I really enjoy Arctic quite a bit. I don't know really what I was expecting out of Arctic. I've seen a lot of these sort of man survives nature kind of movies, but this one really was a surprise to me, guys. I thought Mads Mikkelsen hit it out of the park, and I love just showing how to survive in the Arctic and how to survive in these cold, harsh temperatures. Yeah, man, I really love this one a lot. I thought it was really, really well done, very spectacular, a great sort of survival movie. One you guys should definitely check out. Definitely give Arctic a look, guys. Then the last thing over here I am seeing is they have Mission of Honor, the DVD for $12.96 and the Blu-ray for $14.96 here. Mission of Honor. Never heard of this one either. Based on a true World War II story. Okay. Mission of Honor is the story of the squadron through a group of heroic pilots who fought the skies of England. Battle of Britain. That actually sounds pretty good. I do like some good war movies from time to time. I like really true story war movies, getting down and dirty, talking about, you know, the soldiers who sacrifice themselves and the heroics. I really do like that stuff a lot. There's a ton of them out there. Some really, really fantastic ones. I've never heard of this one, but it doesn't actually look half bad though. Like I said, I do like a good war story. I do like these based on true story ones. Mission of Honor seems interesting, but again, it's straight to DVD, so I'm a little unsure how it might be. The cover's kind of cool, though. Again, these straight to DVD ones, you never know if they're quite as good or if they'll tell as good of a story as the ones that get theatrically released, but you know what? I would be willing to at least give it a look and check it out. Definitely let me know what you guys think of Mission of Honor. Not bad at all. Other than that, not much else I'm seeing here at Walmart, guys. Kind of not much got released this week, but still a decent selection. Alright, let's head out. Alright guys, we're over in this section here, and I wanted to show you this because this is something new I've never seen before. I almost left Walmart, but I looked over here, and this is a really interesting thing, guys. They've got these DVDs of these movies where basically you color in the slipcover. You basically like take the slipcover and you color it with crayons and everything, and you give it to your mom, kind of like a Mother's Day gift or something. Really interesting. I've never seen slipcovers like this before. You've got Hotel Transylvania, Hotel Transylvania 2, Hotel Transylvania 3, I believe all these ones are. Emoji Movie, Peter Rabbit, Wonder Woman, Ferdinand, Smallfoot, The Land Before Time, Sherlock Gnomes, The Lego Movie, Space Jam, Norm of the North, Monster Truck, Storks, Paddington 2, The Never Ending Story, Ninja Turtles, Happy Feet 1 and 2, Scooby-Doo Collection, Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost, Nut Job, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Curious George, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, that would be interesting to color. Casper, which I don't know how much you can really color on Casper, but whatever. Rio, Leap, Pan, Charlotte's Web. We're back. Dennis the Menace, Max 1 and 2. A 4-film collection of The Goonies, Dennis the Menace, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and Space Jam. That's an interesting 4-film set. Harry and the Hendersons. That would be really cool. Babe. A 5-movie collection of Ice Age and Black Beauty. So most of these are $5.96. This is $17.96. Others are $7.50, $5, $7.50, $7.50, $5.96, $5, $3.74, $9.96. So there's a differential in price, but this is really interesting, guys, because I've never seen anything like this. I've seen a lot of different type of collector steelbooks, but nothing where you actually color in the steelbook itself and actually color it in and do that. I've never seen these type of unique slipcovers before. Really interesting, guys. Again, it's something for Mother's Day. Really interesting stuff here, but I've never seen it before at all. Quite unique. Something new here at Walmart. Something to do for Mother's Day or just for fun. I mean, for $5 or something, you can't really go wrong. These are all DVDs except for some of these which are Blu-ray, but other than that, mainly DVDs. But wow, I was really shocked by these slipcovers, guys. Quite unique and interesting for slipcover collectors, and I know you guys are definitely out there. All right, quite interesting indeed. All right, let's head out. I almost left Walmart here, but that just goes to show you that you really do need to look around before you leave because you never know what you're going to find. Those are really weird and interesting slipcovers where I've never seen that you actually have to color in the slipcover to whatever you want to give it to your mother. Like that's I will give it that much. It's very unique, very interesting, and must be sort of something that could be really cool for collectors out there. Outside of that, I mean, not really anything major really came out this week. I mean, we have a few interesting releases, but nothing like really exclusive worthy, guys. But there is still a lot of very interesting stuff to come out. So yeah, very happy here with Walmart. Who would have thought that we would have seen that kind of stuff? Cool, nice little exclusive for mom on Mother's Day. But yeah, I don't think we'll see that anywhere else, guys. But that being said, hope you enjoyed Walmart. I definitely did. Let's head to the next location and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are at our second location, Target right here. And to be perfectly honest with you guys, this week is going to be one of the slower release weeks. We've had a lot of really great stuff in April, and I kind of feel like this last week is kind of one of those ones where it's kind of like, kind of petering out a little bit. Not as much stuff as we usually have gotten this month. Certainly not really a week for exclusives either. As you saw over at Walmart, you know, the new releases, not too much else. That surprise with the slipcovers was something I was not expecting. But here at Target, I'm not exactly expecting the world of Target this week. I think we're going to get some of the new releases, and outside of that, well, I don't think we're going to get much, guys. I think we're just going to get the bare minimum here. But you never know. I've been surprised before going into Target, so the only way to find out is to head inside. So let's go in, check it out. All right, everybody, we are in a Target here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray digital of Miss Bala for $22.99. They also have the DVD digital for $19.99 right here. And, you know, when I was watching the movie, I was thinking about another film that came to mind, Colombiana, with Zoe Saldana. I was thinking about that movie. I don't know, this movie just kind of brought that up. Not that I love Colombiana, but Colombiana is better than this movie. And I was thinking of movies that are about sort of the drug cartels and that kind of stuff that actually are better. Something like Steven Soderbergh's Traffic, which is really, really great. Savages, the Oliver Stone movie, which I don't love, but I do think it's better than this one. Even something like that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Sabotage, which has some of that stuff as well. There's better movies out there. I was watching this and I'm like, it's not great, but it's not terrible. It's somewhere in between. It's an interesting story that they didn't do much of, which I was hoping that they would do better. I like the undercover stuff, but again, that's been done better in other movies like Traffic. Yeah. The trailers, again, didn't do anything for me, so I didn't go into this really expecting anything fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't really disappointed. I kind of figured it wasn't going to be great, but yeah, it's still a decent drug cartel, sort of CIA type of movie, but going with lower expectations, guys, yeah, then you might enjoy it. Better ones out there for sure. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Dragged Across Concrete for $14.99. And this movie is directed by Craig Zeller. Now, he's only directed 3 movies, including this one. He did Bone Tomahawk, which I actually kind of like Bone Tomahawk. I only watched it once, but I really enjoyed it for when I did. I thought it was great. Kurt Russell was awesome in that movie. I never saw Brawl in Cell Block 99, and I've heard sort of mixed things. Some people tell me that they really liked it. Other people were like on the fence about it. They weren't quite sure. I definitely got to give that one a look. I think also starring Vince Vaughn. but I was really looking forward to this one quite a bit. And like I said, the performances are really well done here. Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn hit it out of the park. And like I said, it is really brutal, man. There are scenes here where the killers, they flat out kill people. There is not, it's uncompromising, it's messy. And I like so far his films, a couple that I've seen of his, where he talks about just the idea of how brutal life can be and how uncompromising people are. He shows the dark side of humanity, which I actually really do enjoy. And again, it's a really solid movie. Like I said, a really long, kind of drags a little bit, but again, definitely worth checking out, guys. And let me know if you do really think that Brawl in Cell Block 99 is worth it for me to check out. I do want to check it out, but I still want to hear from you guys what you think. Then over here I'm seeing they have Mission of Honor, the Blu-ray for $12.99 right here. And not much more to say about this one because I don't really know too much more about it, but I will say there are some really great World War II movies. I think one of my favorites definitely has to be Saving Private Ryan for sure. Outside of that, you know, another one that I really like, guys, is The Thin Red Line. The Thin Red Line is really, really good, man. Really underrated. I really love that one. I got the Blu-ray from Criterion, and that's an awesome movie. Definitely one you guys should easily check out. Really well worth it. And there's so many other really great World War II movies as well. I'm definitely a fan of them. I don't watch all of them, but the ones that intrigue me definitely really do. Maybe this one could be one of them. Who knows? Interesting. Then over here I'm seeing the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Serenity for $22.99 right here, guys. And you know that scene in The Matrix Reloaded when Neo goes to the architect and the architect is like, well, this is what the Matrix is and it's a construct of blah, 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 blah. And and all of that jargon just goes over your head like a lot, and you think to yourself like, this is really confusing and bizarre and I don't know what's happening right now. That's where Serenity is. I don't really want to spoil it for you guys. I really don't, but it's just really weird and bizarre. And like I said, the third act is just really crazy weird. It just goes in really unexpected places. And again, people told me that it was going to be like that. People told me it was going to be really odd and insane and make no sense. And I just didn't believe them, and I should have, because it's just so weird, man. I was not expecting the ending whatsoever. And again, does it really fit into the movie? It really doesn't. This should have been a straightforward thriller, and it turns into something really complicated and crazy. Yeah, again, interesting just for the concept alone, but outside of that, probably not, guys. Yeah. Again, I do like Matthew McConaughey, though. Then, over here, guys, I'm seeing they do have the Blu-ray digital of the 35th anniversary limited edition of 16 Candles for $14.99. Now, this actually also came out this week as well, guys, and I didn't think anybody was actually going to carry this. I did not think anybody was going to carry this thing at all. That's crazy that Target has it, man. It's really cool, though. You know, it definitely, the cover almost looks like kind of like a yearbook cover almost. And it's got a 24-page booklet with photos from 16 Candles, cast and filmmaker bios, film facts, and more. That's crazy that they have it. Really cool, though. I'm going to hold off on this release, and the reason why I'm going to hold off, guys, is because I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but Arrow Films just announced that they are releasing a Blu-ray of 16 Candles. It's actually going to be a UK Blu-ray. So I don't know if it's just going to be region B or it's probably going to be region free. I'm assuming just region B. I have a region free player, so I'm definitely going to get on that edition of it. But if you guys do not have it, well, first of all, definitely get up on a region free player because it is well worth it. There's so many great overseas Blu-rays and 4K to definitely get. But not only that, if you don't have it, then definitely come to Target and check this out. This is really cool. I was not expecting this whatsoever. 35th anniversary limited edition, man. That is really, really awesome. And there's been so many editions of 16 Candles to come out, man. There's been so many editions. I can't even count how many there's been. A ton of them, man. Yeah, it's been really crazy how many editions of 16 Candles has come out. But John Hughes, you gotta love him. This is quintessential 80s, quintessential John Hughes. Really, really awesome, man. I love this movie so much. Molly Ringwald is awesome in it. The jokes. It's kind of crazy because if you watch this movie now, a lot of the jokes could never be made now. Like stuff with Long Duck Dong. That stuff, dude, would never be done now. That is like so not PC now, which is why I love some of the 80s stuff because it really sort of showcases humor that you just cannot do now, man. But it is so awesome. I really love 16 Candles so much. Definitely one of my top ones of John Hughes for sure, guys. And again, if you haven't picked it up and don't want the Arrow edition, definitely give this one a look, guys. Not bad at all. Very, very cool. And then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have this classic quote packaging only at Target here. And it's basically all Blu-rays for $10 each. They have Apollo 13 here, which has the Houston, we have a problem right there as well. Interesting slipcover. They have Field of Dreams, if you build it, he will come. Interesting. They have Fletch. You using the whole fist, Doc? Well, Fletch. They have Jaws. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Interesting. They have Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. Nice. Nice for Scarface right there. And they have, speaking of 16 candles, they have one for 16 candles right here. Happy birthday, Samantha. Make a wish. 16 candles here for $10 right here. Not the 35th anniversary, just the regular Blu-ray, I think. And I think that these are just the special edition slipcovers right here. Yeah, they are, because it's got the theatrical artwork on the other side here as well. Yeah, it's got that too. So it's just the actual unique slipcut cover for it, which is really interesting. I don't think it's a new edition, just an older edition with a new slipcover attached to it. Very, very interesting, guys. Didn't think they would have interesting slipcovers here this week at Target, but go figure. All right, well, let's see what else Target's got. Alright guys, we're over in this section here and they have your favorite iconic moments, more unique and interesting slipcovers here at Target. They have Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, with a quote, "You shall not pass!" For Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring right here. They've got The Wizard of Oz, There's No Place Like Home, right there. Interesting slipcover. They've got Storks, Powder, Baby Powder. They've got The Goonies. Hey, you guys. Right here, Goonies. Ooh, I actually kind of like that slipcover. That's interesting. They've got Risky Business. Time of Your Life, huh, kid? Very interesting one there. They've got one for Beetlejuice. It's Showtime. I kind of like that one, too. That's actually not bad. I like that one, too. They got Argo right here. This is the best bad idea we have. Not bad. Slipcover. They have Gran Torino. Get off my lawn. Love Gran Torino. Great one. And on the other side here, they have more of them, guys. They have The Hangover right here. There's a tiger in the bathroom. They got The Hangover. They have Sherlock Holmes. The Game's Afoot. They got Gravity. You Have to Let Me Go. They have Inception. You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling. Inception. They have Gremlins. Don't Give Them Any Water. Interesting. Very simplistic slipcovers here, guys. They have Mad Max Fury Road. Oh, what a day. What a lovely day. They have that. They have The Shining right here with the axe. Ooh, that's a nice one. Here's Johnny. Very interesting there. And they also have Seven. Oh, they better have the quote I'm thinking. What's in the box? Oh, very interesting stuff here. Very simplistic slipcovers with the quotes here. I kind of like some of them, like the Shining one I really like. The Seven one I like quite a bit. I like the Inception one is pretty cool as well. Gravity's not half bad here. Some of them not so much, like Sherlock Holmes one, not a big fan of that one. Not a big fan of the Hangover one. Gremlins, not so much either. And on the other side here, some of them are still pretty cool. Like the Gran Torino one's not bad. I really like the Beetlejuice one quite a bit. That one's really cool. And the Goonies one I like quite a lot as well. That one's really cool. Very interesting and unique slipcovers here at Target, guys. I was really not expecting it at all, guys. But hey, you never know until you look around. All right, let's head out. This the week for unique and interesting collectible slipcover packaging, and nobody told me because I was not expecting the stuff we found at Walmart, and here was a complete and utter surprise. Very interesting with the sort of iconic moment, sort of character slipcovers with the quotes on them, guys. Yeah, that was a complete and utter surprise. I was not expecting that one bit, guys. Yeah, very weird that we saw collectible stuff over at Walmart and now here at Target. Goes to show you, you just definitely got to look around to see what they got, guys. Some very unique and interesting stuff indeed. Outside of that, you had some of the brand new releases like we saw over at Walmart, and them having that 16 candles 35th anniversary edition was really cool. I didn't think we would actually see that at any of the stores, but you know, just goes to show, again, with Target, you never know what you're going to get here until you come in. Very interesting stuff with that, and the unique and collectible slip covers as well, guys. Surprise, surprise. You never know. I thought it was going to be not a lot to show off here, and that did not end up being the case. Very pleasantly surprised, guys. I hope you are as well. Definitely get up on some of those slip covers if you were a fan of any of them, guys. Let's head to the third and final location and see what we can find, guys. All right, everybody, we are at our third location, the Beast Best Buy. But before we go in, I wanted to talk about a couple trailers with you guys. The first being Gemini Man, the latest Ang Lee movie coming out later this year, starring Will Smith, about Will Smith fighting Will Smith. That's basically what it is, guys. It's basically just Will Smith is a trained killer, and they copy him, and an older Will Smith has to now face a younger Will Smith. And it looks good. I like it. I like the de-aging. I think Will Smith looks really great with the de-aging stuff. I mean, they make him look like he was back in like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air days. And he actually looks really, really good. I love the de-aging process that they do. I think that looks phenomenal. I think that's going to kill in the movie big time. Outside of that, the movie does look a little bit generic. It looks a little bit just like my identical, you know, my identical self is chasing after me and fighting me. It doesn't really seem very clever outside of that. It could be a cool little action sci-fi movie. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I do love Ang Lee. I do love the movie he did, Hulk. I think that's really good. Of course, everybody talks about Life of Pi. But I really do love a movie that he did, which I don't think anybody really admires as much as I do. If you guys do, definitely let me know. The Ice Storm. I really love The Ice Storm. I think that's one of his more underrated movies. I really love that one quite a bit. And he's definitely a director that likes to explore and take chances and experiment. So I am kind of curious to see what he does with this sort of sci-fi action movie. It is something I'm definitely going to check out. I do want to find out, you know, if it's going to actually actually be as good as hopefully everyone says it might be, or is it going to be one of those sort of action duds where you're like, it's not as good as I really wanted it to be. It's on the fence right now, but the trailer does look interesting, guys. And the other one that I saw was Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh boy. Oh god. I don't really know what I was really hoping for with Sonic. I used to play the Sonic games back when I was a kid. Back when I had, you know, stuff for gaming, which was a long time back, guys. I think it mixes sort of the animation with the live action stuff. The live action stuff doesn't look terrible, but the CGI animated stuff with Hedgehog looks really groan-worthy. it looks really bad, guys. Like I mean, I know the movie doesn't come out for a long while, so they have time to fix it, but just the trailer alone, like, he looks really terrible. I don't know whether it's the design or whether just seeing the live action with him mixed in it doesn't work. I mean, something, it just doesn't gel for me. It doesn't look right. And as far as Jim Carrey is concerned, he's playing sort of the villain of the piece. He's going for more over the top, crazy, weird Jim Carrey, more over the top, kid friendly Jim Carrey, because he can't go crazy R-rated like, you know, the Cable Guy. But he'll probably be the highlight of the movie. For now, it's sort of touch and go. I like Jim Carrey. I like some of the interesting things he's done in his career as of late. I don't know whether he should have done this movie. I think if anyone could play it, it probably is him. But yeah, I'm sort of just not really feeling the trailer, guys. I'm not really feeling it at all. And again, I would have just rather they did an animated movie. I think an animated movie probably would have been really cool in, like, you know, like Thanksgiving time or Christmas time, doing that sort of movie. With the live action mixture of animated CGI, it reminds me of like Looney Tunes back in action, which is not a good thing. Or you know, or other things like Space Jam. I mean, Space Jam was pretty cool for back in the day, but yeah, I just don't know if they're gonna pull this one off, guys. I wasn't a fan of the trailer, but if you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, well, I can't blame you for liking it. I just wish maybe they would have just gone for a full animated movie, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think of those couple trailers. Two interesting and very different trailers indeed. In the meantime, let's head into Best Buy and see what the Beast has in store for us this week. Let's head in. Alright guys, we are in at Best Buy here under the new releases, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray and digital of Arctic for $19.99 right here. And again, man, really great movie and a goddamn great performance by Mads Mikkelsen, man. I like a lot of this guy's work. I really loved him in Casino Royale. I thought he was, I thought he was fucking brilliant as the villain in Casino Royale. I really loved him in Doctor Strange as well. I thought he was really great in that. He's done a lot of really cool and interesting work, especially on the TV series Hannibal. Now, I will freely admit to you guys that I've maybe only seen 1 or 2 episodes of Hannibal. I definitely wanted to get into watching it more, but unfortunately, well, I never got around to it. I didn't have the time, so it just kind of passed me by. I know you guys are going to be like, hey, you really got to get into Hannibal. You really got to do it. I know, guys, I got to get into it big time. I definitely want to check it out. I've heard only great things about the show. And doesn't he have that other movie on Netflix, Polar? I think he has. He has that movie Polar, which I've heard mixed things about Polar. I've heard mixed things. Some people really like it, other people not so much. But I do really like Mads Mikkelsen, man. He is a really, really great actor. And this movie, man, is a really great survival piece. I really love these type of movies, whether it's The Grey or a movie like Alive. Movies about survival, movies about, you know, dealing with the elements and trying to hold your own. This is a really great one, and it definitely ranks high up there, guys. Not much dialogue, but again, the survival stuff and everything is fantastic, and his performance alone is really, really well worth it, guys. Definitely give that a look. And you've got here deleted scenes, the story behind Arctic, and Mads Mikkelsen featurette. Not too bad here, guys. Again, really great movie. You guys definitely got to check out, man. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Serenity for $21.99. And, oh God, I mean, it's just really bizarre. And it should never have been bizarre. And it's hard to say much after that, because again, I really don't want to spoil anything for you guys. It's just weird how Matthew McConaughey took this project on. You know, I really love Matthew McConaughey, and I really think he's been doing a great thing. Like, he's had a wonderful resurgence, man. I remember when he came out with, like, The Lincoln Lawyer, and I was like, dude, that's great, and he's going to make a comeback. And he made a big, bad comeback. True Detective and Interstellar and so many other great movies. But he's been making a few really odd choices as of late. Like, that movie, The Dark Tower, which really wasn't all that great. He was okay in White Boy Rick, but he's been making these really odd choices as far as movies are concerned, which hasn't really been paying off. He's really good at what he does as an actor, but for the most part, though, I'm not a big fan of some of the choices he's made as of late. It seems like after Interstellar, a lot of the movie choices he's made has kind of slumped a little bit, including Serenity. I mean, it's a bold choice. It's a bold movie. It takes balls to do the kind of crazy, weird sort of direction they took the movie in, but I don't really think it works. I still like Matthew McConaughey, and I still think he's a really great dude. I really loved him in The Beach Bum, but yeah, some of the projects he's picking now isn't exactly the greatest. At least he's not doing those cheesy romantic comedies anymore, but give him credit, he tried something, it didn't really pay off, but, well, it was worth a shot, though. You get here... Actually, you don't get any featurettes on this. I'm kind of looking right, you get no special features on here, man. Damn, I would have liked to have seen them explain something, like explain why they did the third act switch, why all the weird stuff that they did at the ending. I would have really liked them to explain that stuff, but yeah, you get no special features on here. Yeah, this is probably a pass just because you're paying $21.99 and you're not getting any special features on this. This is probably a pass, guys. If you really like the movie, I would probably wait till Black Friday, guys. That's what I would do. Other than that, guys, that does it for this section. Let's see if Best Buy has anything else to look at. Alright guys, we're over in this section of Best Buy, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray digital of Miss Bala for $22.99 right here, guys. And another thing I was really thinking of while I was watching the movie was actually Sicario. Talk about another one that's just as good. Sicario is really good. Sicario Day of the Soldado is just as good as well. There's not much more to say about Miss Bala. I mean, it had an interesting idea. I like the idea of doing it from a female perspective and the terror and a lot of the stuff she had to overcome. I understand that, and it's interesting in that aspect, but for the most part, though, I really felt it really wasn't as tense or not as thrilling as I think some of the other ones that I mentioned earlier, guys. I think they're much better. Again, this is on the B and C level of those type of genre movies. It was worth a chance for them to try it, but I don't think it really worked, and I don't think it's really as empowering or inspiring or so damn fun as that critic tends to think. But sometimes I go against the grain, guys, but I just don't think this is as good as what other people might think it is. Again, a rainy day watch maybe, but certainly not worth the pick up, guys. Special features, deleted extended scenes, the bigger the bang, action on set, Gina, the unstoppable strength of a woman, the making of Miss Bala, filmmaker commentary, look into the stunts and costumes. God damn, there is a lot of special features for this movie. Man, there's some blockbusters that don't even get these type of features. God damn. Oh, okay. I mean, for Miss Bala, not really the greatest movie of all time, but it's nice to see the special features, and hey, if you are a fan of it, you probably will definitely be getting your money's worth, guys. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this movie, though. Then the next thing down here I am seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Dragged Across Concrete for $16.99 right here, guys. And it is really great to see Vince Vaughn doing more dramatic work, guys, because I remember back in the day, man, he did a lot of really great dramatic work. Broke Down Palace, Clay Pigeons. I loved him in The Cell with Jennifer Lopez. I thought that was really a great, tense, sci-fi movie. And I feel like he has gotten away from that a lot. The early comedy stuff that he did, it worked. Wedding Crashers, Old School, I mean, that stuff worked for Vince Vaughn. Made, those type of things, it worked. And then he got into a lot of really goofball type of comedy, and I felt it really wasn't working, and I felt it really was flat and just unfunny and lifeless. And I'm glad he's sort of getting back more into the dramatic stuff again. He's a great actor, and when he really puts his mind to it, he can do some really cool projects. and Dragged Across Concrete is definitely one of them, guys. He's amazing in this. So is Mel Gibson. It's kind of good to see Mel Gibson do a comeback. I mean, to be honest with you guys, Mel Gibson has said a lot of really nasty and terrible stuff, and I understand why he's gotten blacklisted, but he still is a really great actor, and when he turns it on, he really honestly turns it on, guys. And Mel Gibson, man, is great in this role. It's one of those movies where I think, again, if you got 2.5 hours, man, definitely give it a watch. It's brutal, it's uncompromising, it's a great look into how evil people can be at times. Just a really great, solid movie you guys definitely need to check out. Definitely do it, guys. And you get here Elements of a Crime, 3-part featurette, moral conflict, creating cinema that challenges featurette. Not bad features here. Definitely worth it, guys. Really great sort of bad cop sort of crime thriller there, which is really cool. Reminds me a lot of those cool, bad cop movies from back in the day, guys. Definitely give it a chance. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray DVD and it's Blu-ray and digital of 16 Candles, the 35th anniversary limited edition for $14.99 right here, guys. And it's cool to see this here as well. I thought we'd only see it over at Target. Very nice, guys, right here. And it seems like a lot of the John Hughes stuff is definitely getting resurrected. Criterion put out The Breakfast Club. I know the Arrow Video announced 16 Candles here, and I think they announced Weird Science as well. They announced a lot of really interesting John Hughes stuff, and I'm definitely waiting for more John Hughes stuff to come out. Definitely. I love John Hughes. I think he's one of the really great sort of inventive directors and writers of the time. Did a lot of really amazing work. And he really ended up making a great career out of a lot of these stars like Molly Ringwald. And I kind of miss Molly Ringwald, man. I really do. She was such a great actress back in the day, and her career sort of waned. There's one movie I really saw of hers, and I forget the name of it now. It was where she was like a high school student or somebody, and she gets pregnant with this guy's kid, and they have to deal with life together with having a kid and all the complications with it. She was really good in that. I can't remember the name of that one now, but she was really awesome in that movie. And yeah, she just went off the map. I think she's doing some like family-friendly TV stuff, but I'd love to see her make a comeback, man. She's really great. Anthony Michael Hall is fucking hilarious in this, guys. Anthony Michael Hall became sort of the king of the John Hughes comedies as well. Man, this is just a blast from the past, a great blast from the past, and a really wonderful, wonderful movie, guys. If you have not watched 16 Candles, it's a great quintessential sort of high school movie. Definitely give it a chance, guys. And on top of the 24-page booklet, you also get here Celebrating 16 Candles, Revisit 16 Candles in the 11-part documentary. 100 Years of Universal, the 80s, 100 Years of Universal, Unforgettable Characters, and more. Not bad here. I actually used to have the set where it came with 16 Candles, Weird Science, and The Breakfast Club in sort of this almost like locker tin, which was really cool back in the day. I don't really have it anymore because I got rid of it, but that was really cool. I really like that set a lot. And 16 Candles, again, man, is a quintessential classic to have in the collection, especially if you love the 80s, guys. Very cool that they have it here, guys. Definitely get up on it if you are not looking forward to the Arrow one. Not a bad one to check out. Alright, guys, other than that, not bad here at Best Buy. A few interesting releases. Alright, let's head out. I was really hoping that we would be 3 of 3 and we would get collectible slipcovers here at Best Buy as well, but no such luck, guys. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty standard physical media release week. Best Buy did have all of the brand new releases, which was really good as well. Not too many surprises here. Again, this wasn't really the week for exclusives, really all that much. Again, there was a couple surprises this week, but outside of that, pretty standard stuff for the end of April, guys. Not bad here, though, overall at Best Buy. Again, they at least had the new releases, and, sometimes some stores don't even have that. So give it up to Best Buy, at least for that, guys. Alright, not too bad here. Let's head home and finish the video. Alright, everybody, that'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And yeah, I wasn't really expecting much this week, to be honest with you guys. I looked on Blu-ray.com about, what was coming out, and I thought, well, there's some decent releases here, but there's nothing that's really like the wow factor, and there's nothing that the stores were really going to go out of their way to do exclusives for. So I thought to myself, I was like, well, there's not going to be really much to show this week, but surprise, surprise, guys, you really don't know what you're going to find at these places until you really look around. I would have never thought in a million years that we would have gotten these very unique collectible slipcovers at both Walmart and Target. That surprised the hell out of me. On top of that, it was really cool to see the 35th anniversary edition of 16 Candles at Target and Best Buy. I knew it was out, but I didn't know that anybody was actually going to carry it. I thought that was actually really cool too, guys. And again, I always find it really interesting doing the out and abouts because I can talk about the new releases all day long. I love doing that, guys. But it's these little surprises that happen along the way. It's these little things of seeing something cool that a store is going to carry, like slipcovers or steelbooks or something like that, that make it worthwhile, that make the trip worthwhile. These little surprises that I love to see along the way, and I love to film them. Not only for me to enjoy looking at them, but also for you guys as well. So I definitely hope you guys checked out some of the really cool stuff that some of these stores have. Like I said, not a lot of releases this week, but some pretty good stuff out there, guys. So definitely let me know what you guys picked up. As far as I'm concerned, well, I got a package in the mail from Amazon.com. Of course, I already opened it. It's actually an independent horror movie that came out not too long ago. I saw the trailer for it. I really liked it. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take a gamble on this and see how I like it. Looks pretty unique and interesting, so I'm definitely up for it. Hopefully it turns out really good, guys. And I have a couple other goodies that are coming along the way that have not yet arrived. All of the stuff I will definitely show off in my Blu-ray pickup video, which will drop at the beginning of next month. It'll show off all the releases that I got for the month of April, guys. And there's some actually really cool stuff that I'm getting, guys. I've got big name releases. I've got limited editions. I've got collector's editions. I've got B movies. I've got some newer releases that were released a while back that I finally pulled the trigger on. I found some really great prices, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to grab it. So there is definitely some cool stuff that I grabbed for the month. That video will be up towards the end of this week, guys. I am really happy with all of the cool variety that I got. And you guys know by now with the Blu-ray pickup videos that I try to get a different kind of variety for the Blu-ray pickup videos. I don't always do the big name releases. I don't always do the things that people kind of expect me to pick up. I do more weirder, out there stuff, things that maybe you guys might not have heard of, or certainly doesn't get the kind of love I think it deserves. I definitely try to go out of my way to get some really interesting and unique titles, and this time around is definitely no exception as well. So definitely stay tuned to that video, guys. And if you like the video, then definitely give it a thumbs up, guys. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray DVD out and about videos that I do every single Tuesday. Check out the Blu-ray pickup videos I do every single month. Check out the theatrical movie reviews I do with my friends as well. Bob and I just did a spoiler review for Avengers Endgame. It's on the channel, guys, and we delved into a lot of spoilers, but we definitely did not spoil everything for you guys in the review. We definitely held back on a lot of stuff, but we delved into a lot of the very interesting aspects of the story, the characters, the plot. We definitely went in depth on a lot of stuff. We love doing these movie reviews. We love getting in depth and talking about the movies themselves. And Avengers Endgame is definitely no exception, guys. So it's definitely on the channel if you did not catch that one. But definitely watch the movie before you watch our spoiler review. That is definitely for sure. But it's a movie definitely worth watching, guys. On top of all the other reviews that are on the playlist, if you like a movie or are interested in one and we might have reviewed it, definitely check it on the playlist. Plus so much more content that's on the channel. If you love movies and physical media, hit subscribe and be a part of the Film Fan Nation. I just want to thank my subscribers, man. I really do. You guys are some of the goddamn best subscribers on YouTube. You really honestly are. No lie here. I love every single one of you. I love the comments. I love the support. I just love interacting with you guys so much. It's a pleasure every single week to sort of get great comments and just go back and forth with you guys. It really is a pleasure, and it's one of the reasons why I love doing YouTube so much. You guys really mean a lot to me, and to me, it's one of the great pleasures of doing YouTube is definitely interacting with you guys in a big bad way. So I thank you guys so much for the love and support. I really honestly do. So yes, if you are not a part of the channel and you would like to subscribe, if you like what I do talking about movies, then definitely hit subscribe, guys. And keep up to date with everything I am doing through Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Film Fan 108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus some exclusive photos and videos that I do from time to time on social media as well, guys. Alright, I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.